Who do I play? I think I said I was going to play Warlock, so let's play Warlock. Sure. Oops, straight into cutscene. Cool.
Deep
Disgusting
within
30
Saul
FPS up.
lies a sepulchre of eager teeth. Akka, the womb of secrets, slain by Oryx and shaped into the dreadnought. We invited vengeance in when we buried Oryx's son Crota beneath the moon. And shadowed against that vengeance as Oryx brought his will to bear at the Battle of Saturn. But he could not extinguish the light, and by his own logic, he fell. Shortly after, another's claim found Akka, Blade Matron of the Black Terrace, Xivu Arath. From the dreadnought, her brood poured into Saul, until we banished her might and hewed her soul from her throne. I have kept watch over the husk of Akka as it slept, quiet and unclaimed. Now something, sent by hand unseen, vivifies the long-dead flesh of the dreadnought, rousing ancient, taken wills, hungry with ambition.
Interesting. Heresy Act 1. Hello everybody, I am Tom and you are watching me play Destiny. So, we have Heresy launching today, which means we're going to do my story video. We'll see how much I enjoy the game that I'm going to be logging in again. We will see, I suppose. We might not be. Perhaps we will just be playing the story and that's it. Because that's kind of how I played Destiny last season.
Hero, how you living?
Hey Drifter.
Word on the ground is something big landed in the EDZ. Vanguard needs you to check it out.
We believe it originated from the Dreadnought, Oryx's flagship, the throne of a king long deposed.
That means taken. Me and Eris are on our way to Saturn's orbit.
Go to trust then, Guardian. The corruption that spread from the Dreadnought must be found and cut out, and the Drifter and I will staunch its source.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay. Xivu Arath and Sloan dialogue. Missing dialogue. Episode Harry is missing recorded lines for the characters Xivu Arath and Sloan. To improve your experience, we've enabled subtitles by default to assist you with understanding episode Heresy's story. Turning them off will result in only hearing part of the conversation or none at all. What? How? How do you fuck that up? Jesus Christ, Bungie. Fuck. I guess the answer is I'm not going to be playing at all.
Backside is nearby. Got you as close as I could. Get to Hangman's Pass. We're on our approach to the Dreadnought now.
Talk to Ikora to unlock the new precept, so I guess we'll go Prismatic, sure.
Whatever landed in the EDZ is punching holes into the Ascendant Plane.
Rifts, yes. I fear the Taken may not be as leaderless as we hoped. But if the Hive Sisters had the inclination, they would have grasped control by now. A Taken queen. A crown unclaimed does not sit idle long.
Got eyes on the Dreadnought. Something's wrong. It's being skinned alive.
Blade of its living flesh.
I'll find an LZ. We're on board.
Inside its fetid halls once again. Even without its navigator, this ship holds many terrors.
Looks worse inside. Cut right down to the bone.
Interesting.
Its flesh is being consumed by taken decay.
Taken consuming the dreadnought. So from the key art, it looked like we had Oryx back. So I assume maybe he's clawing his way out of the Ascendant Plane. If he was even there, who knows? I mean, we know his body was the bottom of Titan, right? So far, so good.
Taken Blight pushing you out. Find a way around it.
Okay.
Something is doing this on purpose. The Taken are always looking for someone with a backbone strong enough to lead them. It's one thing to pull Taken from the Ascendant Plane and make them dance, but bringing out new ones...
We cannot allow this. Drifter,
interesting.
Yeah. Let's keep moving.
It's always kind of been a question I've had about the Taken, is the fact that they do seem to exist somewhat, even without someone controlling them. Like, they can still act independently, it's just... As Drifter said, the difference between him and a Taken King is he can control Taken momentarily, whereas the Taken King can create Taken. Or the Taken Ruler, I should say. I'm gonna fail a bunch of jumps. Because one, I haven't played Warlock in a long time. And two, probably more importantly, I've been playing so much Warframe that if I want to jump up like I just did there, what I'm doing is I'm pushing control and then pushing spacebar, because that's a bullet jump, but it doesn't really work like that in Destiny, funnily enough.
An anchor deployed from the Dreadnought. Is it attempting to take the planet? No. An aversion.
Turning Earth inside out. Pulling the Ascendant Plane into our reality. Shut it down, hero.
Remove the Taken. Send them screaming into the Ascendant Plane. The anchor is exposed. Guardian, approach with caution.
I assume we're going to launch ourselves into the Ascendant Plane now and fight from the other side.
You are drawn through Ascendant space to a tomb no longer at rest in the stars. The Dreadnought calls to herald our approach.
So we're using the Ascendant Plane to reach the Dreadnought, I guess? Space-time does work differently in there. Cool aesthetic. I like the tentacles. Definitely the Dreadnought being held together by chains, which is intriguing. How did I weave the hole like that?
Hey! We lost you for a minute there. Says you're on the Dreadnought?
The aversion anchor has pulled the Guardian to its point of origin.
We'll meet up with you, hero.
Okay. We have reached the Dreadnought.
Guardian, we have discovered a piece of the Tablets of Ruin.
A long time ago, Oryx wrote down how to take. Put it on those tablets. But they're all lost or locked down. Or they should be. What's a piece doing here?
Someone... No. Taken! Get back!
We got this, Guardian. Hold your position.
Interesting. They just found a Tablet of Ruin. I'd have to imagine that someone was giving them a Tablet of Ruin, right? you don't just find something like that, surely. That's sick.
I sense a familiar presence. Fingertips on the surface. No. This is new. Something's wrong. We must find the Guardian.
Maybe we can make our way back, or...
Dread, huh?
Vile creature.
Okay. I mean, I don't believe she's dead for a minute. So there's dread here. Are they trying to take control of the Taken?
Grab the artifact and follow my signal! That thing's got her! It's taking her deeper in the Dreadnought. Hold on, Moondust! We can't leave her! We need to get Eris out of here! We need... Help! Please, anyone! Ah!
Coming, Drifter. What kind of ritual are they trying to do? The music is weird, by the way. It's like it lacks bass or something. It's very strange.
Paris. No. Moondust. It's okay. I got you. Moonlight.
Surely they don't actually kill Eris. I mean, maybe. Oh. Oh, is she in an ascendant plane? Maybe? she's killed some pretty powerful paracausal beings. Which is what it takes to create an ascendant plane, right? Interesting.
I don't know if you can stand to hear my voice right now. I was there. I was sorry. Eris had a message for her knife. You keen on a little vengeance, killer? She kept plans for times like this. Piles of balled up, scribbled paper and ink in her old place in the city. Hadn't been staying there for a while, but it's full of her things. You've probably walked by it 100 times. I'll send you a pin. Whatever she left you there, you take it up and you kill what killed her. I'll throw my cannon in on that too. Ayat or whatever, just get it done.
My assumption here is that Eris has died, but because she's a hive god, kind of, at least enough of a hive god, that she's died and then woken up in her ascendant plane, so she's still technically alive because you've got to kill her in her ascendant plane to be able to actually kill her. That's my current assumption. Which would be cool, to be fair. Interesting. I also feel bad for the Drifter, because, you know. Poor Jermaine.
I have fallen. But I know that my life was not forfeit from inaction or fear. No. Mine was a life of ambition. Ambition and triumph. Briar's last gift to me was not squandered. I will speak my last words to those I have left behind. Ikora, I treasured your trust and the faith that came with time. Thank you for everything you shared with me. Mara, my queen, you saw my capabilities when few could, and you embraced me for what I was. Know that I am grateful. Zavala, for a time you saw me as an omen, but you came to trust me again, and accepted my help. I was glad of it. Drifter, we found comfort in each other. Grieve, but carry that comfort with you. Do not let this loss define you. And to the Guardian. You granted me my vengeance and my solace. Thank you. Truly, I sought joy at the end, and I found it in myself and in my friendships. And so, in your grief, remember me thusly. I was a woman who slayed dragons and brought the hive to its knees. A woman who claimed vengeance as her nature and saw it satisfied. This is the fate I made for myself. I have settled my regrets. Farewell.
It's kind of funny that she's been keeping that.
Guardian, Ikora sent me. I'll be assuming operational command here to strike back against the dread that took Eris from us. I You're hurting. I am too. We lost a soldier and a friend. But I've got you. Take a moment. More if you need them. And then suit up, because we're going back. We have the Vanguard's full blessing to unleash hell, like Hora's words. There's a wall of Taken between us and an answer on the Dreadnought. Changing. And we don't have any intel. I bet you're rearing to break right through it, so here's the plan. Attack. Kick in the front door, honor Eris with vengeance, and crush whatever is going on before it gets any worse. Remember, Eris. Remember what she meant. Remember what the Taken stole from us. What they thought was weakness, we turned to strength. Keep that pain close. We're gonna use it to start a fire in the Dreadnought and burn every last Taken out.
Interesting. Mission Dossier, Blight from Beyond. Venture into the Nether to assess the stem of spread of corruption. Gather recon by clearing encounters and slaying enemies within the Nether. Hello everybody, post-recorded Tom here. It's like a couple of days later, like half a week later or something, when I'm finally actually editing this video and putting it all together. I actually rage quit the mission. The reason being, I've got pretty much all of the story already played for you. The only additional part is you go on a mission for Sloane and unlock some Taken powers to use against the Taken, right? You're using the powers against them. Except, none of that's voice acted because Sloane's dialogue just isn't in the game for some reason. Also, when you're doing the actual seasonal mission, the kind of roguelite mission thing they have in the game, there's conversations between her and Drifter, which were kind of interesting, but I didn't get half of it because Drifter's dialogue is all voiced. But Sloane's wasn't. So that was just a horrible viewing / playing experience. The general idea is Sloane was trying to comfort Drifter and Drifter was pushing her away. He's kind of stuck in the anger part of grief. So he's kind of lashing out at everybody. It was cool dialogue and all, at least from Drifter's side. I have no idea how good Sloane's was, because I couldn't hear it. But that's going on while you're fighting and doing a boss battle in combat. Like, I can't read this. I don't notice the subtitles pop up at the bottom of my screen when I'm doing combat. So, like, I didn't notice until Drifter said something, and then I started looking down. I'm like, oh, Sloane's been talking to him for ages. It just jumps in halfway through the conversation. So that really sucked. The mission itself is simultaneously, I said this ages ago, well, not ages ago, but when I saw the reveal and they, like, announced that it was going to be like a roguelite then, I had this worry that because I've been playing Warframe and they have Duviri in Warframe, if you don't play Warframe, essentially it's the same kind of concept, right? You start at a low power level and you get all these buffs that make you stronger and stronger and stronger. But Warframe does it better, like a billion times better. The buffs you get in this seasonal activity are so boring. They may as well, like, you could take none of them and you would probably be having just as much fun, which is to say, it's just Destiny. You're just playing a mission, essentially. They're not impactful whatsoever. They should be triple to 10 times as powerful to be actually interesting. So that's for one. And secondarily, the game mode kept breaking. I had multiple times, 3 times in fact, where I went in and I got to the Ogre boss and his shield just didn't despawn after we destroyed all the things that supposed to make his shield drop, right? So that was 3 runs that just didn't get ended and didn't get completed because I was in there with randos and I'm in chat and everyone's talking to each other in chat going, what's going on? Is it broken? I'm like, yep, it's happened to me twice already. So it feels like one of 3 things has happened. Either Bungie has fired too many people and they can't handle the workload. 2, they fired the wrong people and the incompetent people are still working there. Or 3, they didn't fire enough people. One of those things is true. Because the reality of the situation is this is an unacceptable release. The story itself, I like the story. It seems somewhat predictable to me. I'm pretty sure Eris is sitting in her throne world somewhere. And she has a throne world because she was briefly the hive god of vengeance or whatever. And she killed a bunch of very powerful beings while she was the hive god of vengeance. So I'm assuming she has a throne world, which she's woken up in. And that's really, really cool. I like all that. And I like the Drifter Drifter dynamic with Eris, because I really like their relationship and stuff. That's really cool. And seeing his grief is, you know, kind of heartbreaking, to be honest, because he's usually such a jokingly but stoic character. So seeing him kind of break down is cool. I like the storytelling aspect of that. But all of the Sloane parts are ruined because of no voice dialogue. Like, how do you fuck that up? I don't understand. Anyway, this is just kind of turning into a rant. The other thing is, after you do like the kind of base story mission part of this, it has a essentially huge tutorial where it's just tutorializing how to use the Tablet of Ruin to focus your drops. It's so long for no reason. Like, you have to do like 6 or 7 runs of fucking the seasonal activity to get it done. Why? Just tutorialize it once. That's all you need. Like, I don't understand. This game has this horrible job of doing no tutorialization at the start of the game, and then for a random seasonal activity, they put in too much. It's crazy. Anyway, I'll put in the clip here of me rage quitting, because it's kind of funny. Everyone loves seeing someone rage, I guess. It's rage for me. I don't often rage very much at video games, to be fair. I'm just a chill guy, as it goes. But I did actually crack the shits in Alt F4, which has not happened in a while. In any game, in fact. But yeah, so I'll put that clip out to close the video. But if you like the video, please leave a like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. I'll be back next, whenever they release the next act, I guess in 3 months or whatever. So there'll be another Destiny video there. I also am going to do the dungeon at some point. I haven't looked at anything for the dungeon yet. It came out Friday. I'm recording this on Monday. So that came out on Friday, so I'll probably run that at some point. I'm sure James will do it with me, it'll be fine. But, yeah. I don't know, man. There's just... It still has problems. And I think it's also the fact that I've gone back to Warframe now, and I'm playing so much Warframe, and Warframe is so good. And, like, I'm coming back to Warframe at exactly the same point that they're even putting in more quality of life than they already have. Like, I've come in at a great time in Warframe, so I've got this juxtaposition between Warframe and Destiny looks shit by comparison. That's just the reality of the situation. Apologies for the negativity, but, you know, some people like the negativity, so fully for them, I suppose. Anyway, I'll put in that clip of me rage quitting, and then that's going to be it for the video. Like, subscribe, all that kind of jazz. I'll see you next time, guys.
Wouldn't have wanted you to quit. She didn't want me to quit either, but she knew me the way I know me. Probably why she said what she said. Keep us strong. I don't know if I could have been stronger. I died too. Only difference is that I could wake up to this. You know, you're the closest thing I got to a friend. Ain't that the saddest thing you ever heard?
No. I kind of consider you a friend too, Drifter. Alright, cool. So, this game mode is completely busted. I've had so many times where it just doesn't work. And I'll be honest, the actual mission itself, not the most interesting. Oh, why are there so many steps this fucking quest? I don't care about doing it. It's the truth of the scenario, is I just don't care. It feels like a pointless grind. Why not just unlock it and say, good, you've got it, congratulations. Activate the Ritual of Desire with a legendary crumbling scripture. And it only stacks to 300 on the sigil shards. Of course, it only stacks to 300 on the sigil shards. Why? God. I fucking hate Destiny sometimes. Like, why do this? Why have an arbitrary limit that I've hit in a day? And I barely want to play, right? Like, I'm barely playing and I've hit the cap in a day. Like, do these people not play their own fucking game? I don't understand. The answer to that is no, by the way, they fucking don't. So, you know, to each their own, I suppose. But hopefully chain reaction is cool. I also got the special version of this, I guess. It's like they're not even trying though. Like, I don't know, man. I'll be honest, I don't even feel like completing this is how much I don't want to play. Like, I don't even want to read the lore, I don't care. Why would you put in such a grindy quest? So now I need 3 more rituals. You don't need to tutorialize like this, you fuckwits. I'm gonna do this later. The video is just gonna be late. I don't care. I'm gonna do this tomorrow. I don't want to play anymore. Fuck this game.